What's up, guys? You know who it is. It's your boy Kenny with Jdm Muscle, and I guess this is episode 9 of the LS1 Swap Nissan 240SX. So if you've been following the channel, of course, the car is basically done, guys. We went to fire it, and something happened with the Holley Ecu. Not exactly sure what happened, so this is going to be what this video is. At this point, the Holley Ecu gets sent out to Holley tomorrow morning. They said it's typically a 5 to 7 day turnaround on figuring out what happened to the ECU. So hopefully everything can be covered under warranty, and they'll ship me out another one. We can plug it in, push the start button, and she'll start. I don't know if maybe they can wholesale me an ECU, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But I guess in episode 9, while we wait for that, let's just clean, pick everything up, vacuum it, and have it ready for when the ECU shows up. So guys, I hadn't finished my intake yet, so right now we're going to finish up the intake. I've been trimming it down, and where I want to put the filter. We're going to hide every wire. We're going to zip tie everything. We're going to clean up everything under the dash. So this video is just going to be a quick one, guys. There isn't tons to do. The car is done. We've got to put the wheels back on. We've got to get it down to the ground. I need to pick up the garage, but guys, I can't wait to get this thing out. So let's start cleaning everything. This is where the motor stands. We're going to finish up the intake. We're going to hide all the wires. We're going to start zip tying everything, make sure everything's clean. We're going to finish up some of the fuel, hide all of those. Then we're going to go underneath the dash and clean everything up. Right now, the interior of the car is pulled apart, but why wouldn't it be? Just because I've been working on it. But let's get inside here, start cleaning everything up as well. All right, guys, so I've always hated this big jumbled mess down here, but we are slowly taking care of it. Just taking care of everything that I can, zip tying everything up, shortening everything up, and trimming where needed. But I don't think it's turning out too bad. Everything used to be hanging all the way down on the floor. We'll be able to tuck this up once the ECU is back in and taken care of. The handbrake stuff I'm going to take care of and put up farther so it's all out of the way. But it is slowly coming at least together. Then we can take care of all this big jumbled mess, get it up out of the way so passengers have a nice spot for their foot. I also want to take care of where the main power is going for the ECU, which is all just wired and hanging in the back of the car. So that's what I'm going to do now is just kind of wire it all up to the side and bolt it down. The intake is officially done. I think I like where it's at. It's going to get all that fresh air. It was not the easiest to get set. We did have to trim this down to shorten it. Coming across, unfortunately did scrape it up, but we're coming down and through. Once we come through, we're going to be right here. I think that should be a perfect spot for it, but I do need to take it off real quick and drill in a spot to, of course, put our sensor. That way my brother can take it and get welded. So let's take this back off. Just trying to drill this spot in here. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 weeks since we sent our parts to Holley, and look, brand new ECU. So long story short, I spoke to them, and they said they had 2 guys plug it in. They couldn't get it to power up. So with that being said, they couldn't find an issue because it just would stay black and not power up at all. So they overnight shipped me one, brand new. So without further ado, guys, let's try another one. Of course, we're gonna have to go back through the same steps to get this one all figured out. So once we set up the ECU again, we're gonna try to fire the car again. So here is the new Holley. So let's plug it in. Granted, this one has a lot more plugins, so we're gonna have to figure that out, but this is it. Guys, so it's time to plug it in. This is a different ECU. This is actually the Terminator Max. I had the Terminator X. This is Terminator X Max. So I actually have all the extra plug ports, which is super sweet. Hopefully everything's still the same. Flip the key. I now have the Terminator set up on a switch. That way if anything fries, it'll burn out the switch and the solenoid. So from here, guys, I'm going to jump in the driver's seat and we have to go back through all those steps to get the guys, so we have to go back through the touch screen again. I don't remember exactly because now it's been a couple weeks, but everything's pretty straightforward. Perform a TPS auto set before starting. Okay. No calibration loaded in ECU. To continue, please run the wizard or load a calibration. So what we have to do again, handheld navigation, slider bar, radio button, touch the screen. Digitally, home screen. The home screen has 6 configurations. All right, tuning. Calibration. Terminator X system will build a custom calibrated. Choose a wizard's icon from the main menu. Wizard. Choose a GCF wizard icon. Choose MPFI multi-port as a system we are on, so next once. Okay, we are a GMLS. Next. 8 cylinders. Next. Firing order. Next. Cubic inches or liters, I know both. I can go liters. And we can slide to 5.3. 5.3. Target idle speed. I have 750 on the paper, which I can always move later, but at least it's a good spot to try to get it to.
That's idling?
That's target idle speed, 750. Okay, stock cams. I am on the 24 tooth, I believe that's what I wrote. Yep. I am on 60 PSI pressure. Injectors, I put down Siemens Deca. If it gives me. Let's go other. Siemens Deca 60 pound. Power adders. Should be big old supercharger, but we're going none. Map sensor. This is the part I don't remember exactly. Let's see. Map sensor. I do believe we had to go Gen 3, 1 bar, LS1, LS6, but let's make sure. Okay, that's what it was. Next, drive-by-wire. No. Did I double tap? Next. This time it did not have me choose my tire size and diameters, but all right. Please cycle the ignition to complete the operation. Please cycle the ignition. Let's make sure we did it right though. All right guys, first startup, clutch in, even though I don't really have a clutch right now. Here we go. Come on, baby. All right guys, first startup, clutch in, even though I don't really have a clutch right now. Here we go. Come on, baby. Huh. Nothing.